Hi guys, I'm Ebru.
And I'm Amanda.
Welcome to our second episode of Opinion Minions.
First, we'd like to thank our subscribers because we actually got some.
Yay!
So, thank you Oasis Star 789, Hello HP17, the Disney Princess X, which happens to be Sine. Hi Sine! Because you're probably watching. And Mr. Mega Pictures, so thank you guys.
Thank you. And thank you to our TVD family, our TVD tweet family, for retweeting, for watching the video, for liking the videos.
Because really, without you guys, we probably
would have.
We have zero.
We liked each other. We liked our videos, so that would have been the only likes. Please comment, because we need some comments. We want to know if we're doing anything right or wrong.
Yeah. By the way, if you're wondering why the lighting's weird, we're filming at night because it's the only time we have. Next week we'll be back to filming in the daytime. We're just vampires.
We're vampires.
That's it.
Hi, Damon.
Which brings us to
the Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
Yay!
So we're 3 episodes behind on Vampire Diaries. So we're just gonna quickly review them and then probably go into more in depth on the most recent one. By the way, we're talking major spoilers here for all 3 episodes.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it. But if you're a Vampire Diaries fan, I'm sure you've seen it.
Yeah, for The Descent, Daddy Issues, and Cry Wolf. So if you haven't seen any of those, the times will be down there so you can skip to the next part of...
Unless if you don't mind spoilers like me.
If you don't care, then whatever.
If you want to keep watching us, that's good too.
First, we'll talk about the premiere of The Vampire Diaries on the January 27th. It was called The Descent. And a quick recap of what happened in there.
Rose died.
And
Damon was there for her. That was so sweet.
I know.
I was like, oh.
His single tear, and it broke my heart.
It was sad.
The girl, Jules.
The werewolf that's annoying.
She was trying to recruit Tyler and stuff.
Into her little wolf pack.
And then at the end of the episode, because of everything Damon was going through, he killed someone. Which kind of makes me sad. I mean, I like Bad Boy Damon, but I don't
I was like, Damon's back.
I know, but I don't want him to kill people.
Yeah, but that's like what got like Elena to like him, which is
weird.
She
hates when
he kills people. It's because she got to fix him. Does that make sense? Like, because he was a bad boy, and she fixed like that side of him.
I like Damon breaking the rules, but I don't want him to kill people. Now the next episode was Daddy Issues, which brought back
John,
Elena's dad.
He's all of a sudden being a daddy. Like,
yeah.
Like, where were you? You weren't, he wasn't even a good uncle. Jenna and Lorik are like finally hooking up. Before they were kind of flirting, but now that he's like staying over.
And we also, it happened in the premiere, but it was sort of carried over into the second episode of the whole Caroline and Tyler thing. Which we like.
We do like the Tyler and Caroline. Thumbs up if you do too.
They have the whole freak bond going on, which is cool. You know, they can actually share their secrets with each other. Unlike Caroline can't do that with Matt.
Matt is PMSing like 24/7. I literally only liked him like the very first episode. That was when he wasn't like one. He was still whiny. Yeah. Because he was all over hung up on Elena, and I was like, get over it. It's been like a full summer. Get over it.
Matt's annoying. He's too indecisive. He's like...
He's hot, then he's cold.
It's like he likes her, then he doesn't like her. He likes her. When I first was introduced to Matt, I liked him because I felt that...
He was a sweet...
Yeah, he wanted, to be with Elena, but it was never going to happen again. But now he's so clingy.
Definitely team Lockwood. Like, definitely. Because even Tyler's dad, he was kind of cool. And even Mason, he was kind of annoying, but he was okay.
Yeah.
Jules, I can't stand her.
Yeah, because I'm not team werewolf, I'm team Tyler. Because the other werewolves are like...
They're annoying.
Caroline got captured by the werewolves.
And Tyler was, like,
tortured.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wasn't, like...
He wasn't, but...
He didn't help.
He didn't help.
Until, like, the very end.
Yeah, but then when Stefan told him what happened, like, Caroline was missing and everything, and then he found her. Like, he helped her out of the cage, but he didn't help Stefan or Damon, like, fight the werewolves.
So, the next episode is Cry Wolf, which focuses more on the werewolf stuff. Tyler is, in this episode, he's really, like, caught in the middle. For pretty much
I really think he's just confused. And stupid Jules, she keeps saying, well, they killed Mason. Well, do you know what Mason did? Like, do you know what he tried to do and everything? He was trying to help Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy. Oh, I laughed so hard at that. That's like an old person name. No offense if your name's Kathy.
Damon just needs to, like, freaking pull her heart out and step on it.
Rip her heart out.
Pull her.
They keep telling Tyler that, you know, they're lying, that the vampires, Stefan and Damon and all them are lying.
But they're manipulating him.
They're the ones who are lying. Stefan and Damon, and Caroline, they didn't tell him stuff.
They're really just trying to protect him.
They're just trying to protect Elena. Like, yeah. That's their main thing.
Here's my theory. I think the reason Elijah's like, oh, protect Elena, and then we find out that he doesn't. He's gonna want her dead anyways. Yeah. When vampires break the curse, they can walk during the day, which I think is stupid. I'm like, why would you just keep the freaking moonstone? Because they can have witches make them rings if they're good with witches, I guess. But witches are kind of snobby. Even Bonnie, she used to get on my nerves last season. This season, I like her because she's with Jeremy.
By the way, Jeremy is / Stephen McQueen is freaking adorable. But see, I don't get how like Bonnie is like you can grow up, because if I grew up with a guy like that, like, even though it was, you know, your best friend's little brother, like, I would notice he was hot.
Yeah, but, like, they probably, I know, like, it doesn't click. Because, I mean, I've grown up with guys that I thought were cute, and then they grow up, and they're like, oh, what did I see that? Or vice versa. You're kind of like, oh, they're kind of dorky and stuff, and then they grow up, and you're like, wow.
Yeah. Wow. Now, just because because we know you guys want it, right? We're just gonna throw in a picture of
Damon Salvatore, Ian
Somerhalder right now, so you can stare at it, and we will have a moment of silence
for Smexy Damon.
So stare.
It's okay. We're not judging you.
Are you liking it?
Keep staring.
Is it good? Okay, this is turning into a porno. Okay, stop. And we're done. So I hope you enjoyed that, because I mean, I know I did.
Sorry to disappoint you that we're back and no more less Damon, but you can always pause at that part. Just keep That's what we do.
Now we're gonna talk about Skins US and UK, and I'll be talking about the past 3 episodes. So if you haven't seen them, then skip to the next part. All new characters. They usually had one repeating character for all 4 series, which was Effie, but they left. So all new characters, and I love it. The premiere of the UK version of Skins premiered the same night as Vampire Diaries, remember? But of course I watched Vampire Diaries first, so sorry Skins. But when I did get to it, the title was Franky, because that's the character it focused on, and she's a little bit about her is she kind of looks different. She looks like Twiggy, honestly, in my opinion. So she is kind of that quirky, like short hair.
She's probably
really skinny. The character had to switch schools because she was just being like bullied like crazy. She had things thrown on her like food.
No bullying.
I know, no bullying. The whole episode basically focused on her trying to sort of being, like, it started out with her trying to be accepted, but then in the end realizing she doesn't need people's acceptance. For her first episode compared to the first episode of Skins US, it was like a million bazillion times better. And the second episode for the UK was entitled Rich, and he's like this like rocker guy. In the episode, he lost his hearing, which is pretty big because music is everything to him. There's this other character, Grace, who's this really nice girl, like really polite. So I mean, they're quite the opposite pairing here, and they start to develop feelings for each other. She's like a ballet dancer, and he loses his hearing, and he was gonna go to a death metal concert, but instead he went to her ballet thing, and he watched her dance, which didn't involve hearing anything. It was cute, and then he cried, and I'm like, aw. I'm not gonna say if he got his hearing back or not, because Ebru has yet to watch it. The most recent episode that aired was entitled Minnie, and Minnie's like this, like, blonde, preppy girl who's just trying to be perfect, and in this episode, it was like a total like unraveling of her. The episode kind of makes, like, it's trying to make you feel sorry for Minnie, and I would feel sorry for her if she didn't bring it upon herself. She acts a certain way, and so, like, to be like, oh, poor me, like, it's like, well, why did you act that way in the first place? I can see me eventually you know, liking Minnie and feeling sorry. If she makes changes. Now on to Skins US. I'm just going to review the past 2 episodes, which was Chris and Cadie's episode. Chris's episode, last Opinion Minions, I said if any episode I was going to like, it was going to be the Chris one. And I have to say, I didn't like the episode, but I liked the acting from the guy who played Chris.
The guy who played it. I think he's probably the only actor that was good.
He's like the only one. So far, for all the episodes, they've been copying it identically, like line for line, and it's just,
But they're not doing it well.
They're not doing it good, though. The acting is still bad. It is still horrible. Like, the characters, Tony and Michelle, they play, in the U.S., they play it, you know, like, sort of deadpan, which was kind of the way the U.K. version counterparts did it, but they did it in a way like it was like, you know, that's just who they were. In the US version, it just comes across as bad acting. The next episode, Cadie's episode, she plays Cadie, like, cause she was Cassie in the UK. She plays it really like, because they have completely, I found out in the recent episode of Cadie that she has depression, whereas in the UK version, Cassie, that wasn't her problem. So Cadie plays it as depressed, and I don't like that. I liked the bubbly Cassie because
the sarcastic. She was really sarcastic.
It was more tragic because, you know, she was trying so hard to be happy, and like, and so people wouldn't know anything was wrong with her. So it was more like heartbreaking, whereas Cadie, she's just like depressed and boring, like and bleh. From now on, I'm not gonna be reviewing the US version anymore because I'm done. I'm just like, ugh. It's not getting any better. I'm just gonna be reviewing the UK version.
I'm surprised you even watched like the 2-3 episodes that you have.
My rule is that I have to watch at least the first 3 episodes of any series that I'm trying to get into, because that way I know for sure if I like it or I don't like it. No more Skins US. Boo. On to recommendations. So Everett, take it
by me. So I recommended The Tudors, and she's have you gotten any further?
I finished season 2. I'll just say at the end of it, I cried like a baby.
Yeah.
It was, if you know history, you know why.
My second recommendation you guys should definitely watch is Being Human, the US version.
Because there is a UK version. Yeah. I tried to start getting into the UK version, and I don't know why, I just never really got into it.
Same here.
I watched it. But
it wasn't horrible, but I just didn't really, I mean, I didn't connect with the actors that played it.
Yeah, I heard the US version is like
really good.
Really good. It just started, so there's only like 4 episodes. Yeah. So you can catch up really easily. It's about a ghost, a werewolf, and a vampire all living together, and just the different things that ensue. And now, jam of the moment, for me, it's a song called The Center of Attention by Jackson Waters. This song, it's funny because it kind of relates to Damon and Catherine, like the lyrics, if you listen to it.
It's a really good song, because I remember she tweeted me or Facebook or whatever, but it was really good.
It's a really good song, and the links will be down there so you can listen to it.
My jam of the moment is Down by Jason Walker. I know all your Vampire Diaries fans know it's from the Vampire Diaries soundtrack, and I'm like addicted to it. I've been singing. It's a really depressing song, and I've literally been singing it for the past 4 days.
So that concludes our second episode of Opinion Minions. So I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.